up, guys? Good evening. Happy MLB season opening night here on March the 25th, 2026. This is going to be unless I do this Tuesday night, but this is going to be your 2026 MLB predictions video. I'm going to go through division by division and then give you the wild card predictions, divisional round, League Championship Series, and then World Series pick. All right. So we're going to do, this is the first time we've done this on the whiteboard. So last year it was a little annoying just listening to me talk at a little park area. And so this time you get to actually see the picks on this premiere video right here on the Frank Addington channel. Thank you to the one or two of you who are tuning in to watch this tonight. All right, guys, it's going to be American League East where we're going to start here. And well, good news for you Yankee fans. I'm picking the Yankees to capture the American League Eastern Division. So they're going to win the division. And of course, they're going to be propelled by Mr. May doing his electric dynamite hitting in the month of May, and as he always does. So second place is going to be this one. You know, this is a team that I have not jumped off the bandwagon of. Still remember in 2023, like the excitement about this team. I've been wrong about them. I think this year they're going to do really well, and they're going to be a wild card team getting to the postseason. Third place, I've got the Toronto Blue Jays, last year's American League champions, and this year I feel like the hitting is not going to be as good, and they're a little punch drunk after that colossal gag job in the World Series at home, losing games 6 and 7 at home, and that's going to hurt them. Blue Jays ain't even going to make the playoffs. What do you think about that, guys? No playoffs for Toronto. And then at fourth, but they're going to be still good enough to finish ahead of the Red Sox, who had kind of a weird offseason, I think. So the Red Sox, not going to be a playoff year for them. Hopefully, this will be the year of the plane crash. And then in fifth place, we got the Rays, who will not be a surprise, but they will have a little bit better of a lineup than people think. All right, let's go to so there's your standings for the American League East. Let's go to the Central and see what happens. See what Peters is doing for the Central. In this division, I think that the signing of Valdez is the icer. The Tigers were favorites even before that signing, but now win this division. Detroit Tigers win this one. So EMG Burt will be really happy about this. In second place, KC Chiefs will be really happy about this. I got Kansas City Royals. Young bats are going to be good this year. Bobby Witt Jr. is going to win the AL MVP, boys. It's going to be KC Chiefs as Royals will be a wild card. Third place, a team that hasn't had a lot of improvement in the offseason. Kind of disappointing after being a playoff team last year. This year, no playoffs for John and JHL's guards. Sorry to say that. And at fourth, but at least they'll be better than Seatown's White Sox. And Seatown's White Sox are kind of building something here. So at least that's something. And at least it's something that they are, I think they're going to be it's going to be an improvement because they had over 100 losses last year. I think they're going to actually be better this year than No Hits Twins. They're going to finish dead last in the AL Central. Those are my division picks for the American League Central. Quickly, we'll move on to the American League West. As you all, hopefully more people are dribbling in here. The premiere video right on the Frank Addington channel. Is anyone else doing picks? Let me know if you're doing picks. American League West. Team that is absolutely stacked this year. That's the Seattle Mariners looking to go to the World Series. First time in franchise history after losing ALCS last year. Absolutely stacked, and it feels like Brendan Donovan is the final piece. Maybe get them to that World Series. Mariners win the AL West. And then, second place, I got the Oakland A's winning the second place battle between them and a team that has an aging roster, and that is the Texas Rangers. Just won the World Series 2 years ago, but kind of dropping now, getting a little older. I'll tell you what, little surprise here, guys. I got Las Vegas A's as a wild card this year. Now, what do you think about that? All right, tell your friends to watch the Frank Addington channel. Surprise every minute on this premiere video. Rangers third, and then in fourth place, we got the Astros. It's a little jarring to see the Astros in fourth place in this division. I feel like this is a year you're going to see the bottom really dropping out of this great team. Houston Astros, their 2 World Series of the last 10 years. And then fifth place, team that just can't seem to get anything going in recent years, and that is the LA Angels. I still call them the California Angels. Just a really bad team. So those are my picks for division finishing teams and where they're going to finish in the American League West. Seattle winning and the A's getting the wild card. So that is your picks for the American League. Quickly move on and go to the next league. That is the National League, boys. All right, here we go. Let's get the National League going here. Talk about what's going to happen in the National League East. Winning the division 2026. Let effing go, Mets. Mr. Met. It is going to be the Mets 40 years after their last World Championship. It's time, baby. Could they get to the World Series and win it? Good roster. And I think by, Labor Day, they're going to build a sizable lead in that division. It's going to really help them through the summer win that division. In second place, still think the Phillies are good. There's another team, Phillies, that get a little older, still have enough gas in the tank though to get a wild card and be in the postseason. Maybe even push the Mets a little bit at some point in September. They're going to get a wild card. And then we got Antonio's Braves. And after that, in third place, after that 2021 World Series victory, it's just been a lot of injuries, a lot of underperforming. And if you watch spring training, which I know Andy 8010, you watched it in spring training a lot. You talked about spring training. Andy 8010. Did you power walk today? Did you walk your 1.5 miles, 2 miles? I'm not going to go any further until you tell us yes or no. Did you walk your 2 miles today? Power walk, or did you go to Chick-fil-A? That's it. Yes or no? All right, thanks for your honesty. Braves, 3rd place. And if you watch spring training, doesn't have the feeling that the tide is turning for the Braves. No playoffs for the Atlanta Braves this year. All right, so that gives Andy plenty more time to power walk in October. All right, and then in 4th place will be FJ's Marlins. By the way, we're just 57 days away from FJ's birthday, baby. Marlins have holes around in the roster, but they can play a little spoiler, I think, down the stretch in September. Marlins 4th place. 5th place in the cellar, the Washington Nationals. Boy, this Washington professional sports team, god awful. God awful. Nationals are one of them. So there's my pick. There's my predictions. National League East, right there. Let's go to the Central and talk about what's going to happen in the Central. I know Bear Scott, really excited about this because he has a good team this year. And the Central, the division winner. What do you think about this, guys? Oh my God. Oh my God. Tell your friends to check this out because there's a lot of surprise picks here by the good general. Pittsburgh Pirates, one of the best rotation in the division, pitching rotation. And their hitting is going to be better this year. Pirates win the division. Steal. All right, in 2nd place. It's okay, Bears. You're at least going to be 2nd place. It's the Cubs. Win or get 2nd place, and they get a wild card. Cubbies get that wild card. They lost Tucker, but they got Bregman, and they're going to be ready to go in October. All right, 3rd place. The Brewers, who seem to prove people wrong every year. So they find a way to make the playoffs, but I'm saying they're not going to make the playoffs. And then 4th place, a team that a lot of people are picking to be last place, but Cardinals will be 4th place, and they will be better than people expect them to be. The injury to Hunter Green is what even makes things worse for my last place team. That is Cincinnati Reds. There's my Central Division picks. Not one of the best divisions in baseball. There it is. Now we're going to go to our last division. It's the National League West. And this division is going to be won by the Dodgers again. No sweat. Should take it easily. Win it by more than the 3 games they won it by in 2025. Division champions. Followed by Darth Dogs, Giants, 2nd place. The pieces they've added will add up to something this year. And that new manager is going to be good for them. Good enough, in fact, to get a wild card for Darth Dog. 3rd place, a team that went from having a lot of pitchers to just lacking pitching. 3rd place, Diamondbacks, still pretty solid, but no playoffs for Arizona. 4th place, a team that simply has some pretty good hitters, but really lacks depth. 4th place. And then 5th place, a team that just really made few changes to the roster, and they're at least at least starting over. So that's something. The Rockies, 5th place. Dodgers win the West. Giants get a wild card. Next, we're going to go to the playoff picks. Are you ready? '26 MLB playoffs. We have some wild card rounds, of course. So, in the American League wild card, it's going to be. Look at this. Can you believe it? Yankees win a series, a little 3-game series. Yankees over the Royals. And then we're going to have their division foe, Orioles, over the Oakland Athletics. In the National League wild card, let effing go Mets. Mets over Darts Giants. Won't that be something? Just have that little series going on. And then Bear Scott is on to the next round. Cubs over the Phillies, knocking out the Philadelphia Phillies, guys. That's their wild card. In the ALDS, we're going to have the Mariners, a looming giant in this series. Beating the Orioles. And then the Tigers versus the Yankees. Aaron Judge sucks again in October. He will suck again, as will the rest of the Yankees. It's going to be the Tigers winning that series pretty easily, I might add. In the NLDS, a couple of other looming giants. It'll be the Dodgers beating Bear Scott's Cubs. Home for the holidays, Bear Scott. Sorry about that. And then in the other NLDS series, let effing go. Mets over the upstart Pirates. Let's effing go, Mets. So in the ALCS, we're going to have Tigers Mariners. Mariners will win over 100 games this year, I think. But it's going to be the Detroit Tigers with the upset. Ain't gonna be no first-time World Series visit for Seattle, boys. It's going to be Detroit. EMG and Burt will be really happy about this one. And the NLCS, Dodgers and Mets. Will the Mets get to the World Series and win it for the first time in 40 years? Hell no. Dodgers beat the New York Mets. We'll have Detroit Tigers and Los Angeles Dodgers in the World Series. Kind of classic uniform matchup, I think. And in the World Series 2026, is it going to be a three-peat? Yes, it will be. be a three-peat. First time we have a World Series three-peat since 1998 to 2000 New York Yankees. It will be in 5 games. And then your MVP, we'll go with Oscar Hernandez. Playoff picks you just saw. General Peters, right here on the Frank Adkin channel, the premiere video you watched live right before the start of the MLB season. You just saw all 6 divisions being predicted, all 6 division winners, all 6 wild card participants, and then every single playoff round 2026 being predicted all the way down to the World Series. This is my World Series pick right here. You're watching the Frank Adkin channel. That's a smart decision, guys. If you have picks, make them too. Season starts tonight. Let go Mets. See you guys later. Thanks for watching the Frank Adkin channel premiere video. Have a nice night, you bastards.